Hello gamers, as you know, exotic recalibration was added to the game today in the title Update 9 patch. I had some recalibration material saved up and I wanted to share with you my results. The recalibration process is done at the normal crafting table. You just want to scroll down to the bottom or look for the gem icon in the lower left hand corner. You'll want to decide which items are your primary or have your greatest need. You'll have the option to reroll all exotic weapons that you currently own, and you can recalibrate both your exotic weapons and your armor. We're going to go ahead and start by focusing on our armor pieces first, and we just want to go ahead and take a look and see which one is going to be our feature item and decide to upgrade that one first. Make sure that you remove the mod as it is destroyed when recalibrating with no warning message to tell you. So here I'm hopping back out of the menu, just making sure that that is removed. I don't want to go ahead and delete what is my best crit mod right now. So we're going ahead and remove that, and we're going to go ahead and start the process now. So you do not have to remove the favorite tag off the item, as when you go to recalibrate it, you will get a dialog letting you know that this item is a favorite and will be recalibrated anyways. The biggest question mark in the recalibration process was, will I be getting mostly minimum rolls, or can I get perfect rolls with the new system? I'm looking for about 85% plus rolls to start, and I'm working on upgrading as I go. The first attempt does not really result in an upgrade, so we try again. The second roll is not much better, so we try a third time. Here we get a pretty great roll, and we're going to move on to the next item. Now we'll focus on our other weapons that I want to upgrade, and I'll start with my worst rolled item first. We'll begin with my Lady Death due to how annoying it is to farm with having to go to the expansion area and kill mobs on a 30-minute cooldown. We have two of them with about the same rolls. We're going to go ahead and try with one, see what we can get that upgraded into. With the very first attempt, we get very lucky on the roll. We get 2 out of 3 max rolls with a 90% roll on the third. Next up will be our Chatterbox, as it is also a rare drop with a big need for an upgrade. Now sometimes RNG is not in our favor. Looks as though when we're recalibrating here, seems to be about a 60% minimum roll for items, so you shouldn't get anything worse than that from what I've seen. You can let me know in the comments below if that's not true. Sometimes you get lucky and you get the item finished in the first attempt. Sometimes it takes several attempts. I'd say in this case, we did not receive any strong rolls in the 6 attempts that we attempted here. So we went ahead and stopped on an adequate roll, and then we went ahead and moved on to another one. You just want to make sure that you're not re-rolling if you're low on exotic materials, as you may end up with a poor roll at the very end of the process. No matter what, this is a welcome change, as every exotic you pick up now is a possible upgrade for another weapon that you may use in the future. So we still don't have a good roll after this one right here. We'll go ahead and give it a couple more, as the Chatterbox is honestly not a weapon that I'm currently using right now. I know that it does have some use in PvE, a little bit in PvP also. So we're just going to go ahead and give it just another attempt here, see what we get, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to our very next item. Now that the M1A was heavily nerfed, people would be moving on to another rifle with one-shot capability. I believe that we may move to a Diamondback meta. The weapon has a decent rate of fire and has great damage to it to continue allowing you to one-shot people in PvP, just like the M1A. We got a decent roll on the first attempt, but we're going to go ahead and give it one more attempt here to see if we can get a better roll. And the second better roll comes out much better, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next item. The next possible rifle may be the Nemesis, as it has the ability to one-shot absolutely anyone in the game, with the downside being that you do have to aim down sight and allow a channel time for the weapon to do its damage. So here we're going to go ahead and give it an attempt, and we got a pretty decent roll on the first attempt, so we're going to go ahead and move on over to our next weapon. Next we're going to go ahead and move back to another potential armor upgrade, the Imperial Dynasty holster. We're going to go ahead and see if we can upgrade this a little bit better. We got a decent attempt on our first attempt here. We're going to go ahead and just give it one more attempt here, see if we can get a stronger roll. This is a great item for PvE and PvP, as it gives you the ability to CC a mob when you first engage them. The second roll here Appears to be a decent roll, so we'll go ahead and move on to our next piece. Next up, we're going to spend a single re-roll on a pair of Sawyer's knee pads, as our roll was terrible, and I'm not sure that these will ever be used. So went ahead and did a single upgrade here, and we'll go ahead and put these back in the bank for now, and see if these will be possibly used in the future. And finally, we're going to move on to our primary weapon. In this case, it's the Pestilence. We do have two of the items, so what we're going to do, we just want to make sure that we hold on to our primary, and we're going to try upgrading the secondary item to see if it can beat out the primary and become our new main weapon. So we're going to go ahead and do one here, not the greatest roll. So we're going to go ahead and try giving some more attempts here. What we're looking for is just to have the secondary item become better than the first one. Just want to double check, make sure that you're definitely upgrading the correct version of it. Once you do that, you can go ahead and try upgrading. And in this scenario, we got really lucky. The second attempt brought us a near perfect weapon with just 1% missing from the max roll. So that's a quick preview of the new exotic recalibration system. If you found this video at all useful, I would appreciate a like. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I'd also want to hear what you guys got. Did you get anything lower than a 60% roll? Were you able to get a perfect roll in a few amount of attempts? Or what was the most attempts you tried without getting a perfect roll? Please let me know below, and you have a great day.